Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmer here for video number 2. Alright, video number 2 on the night, on this late Monday night. Back here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down there. Down below in the description box. As always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never ever, ooh, baby, ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, that's it. So, like the video, dislike the video, I don't care. I don't care if you dislike the video. Same fucking people disliking the video. Same people. Right there, Nick. It is what it is. Thank you for proving my point with that lame-ass fucking video you did. Yeah, nice views. Nice views. 3 views in 6 hours. Great job there, dude. Great job. Great job. You're so good. You're so good. It is what it is. But trolls, go ahead and dislike the video. I don't give a fuck. But if you're new, like the video, subscribe to my channel, this channel, and all my other channels as well down below. And I'll friend me on social media, share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all of my notifications. And hopefully YouTube will send my videos out to you. If not, well, blame Susan. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get sexy. Time to get sexy on this late Monday night, July the 26th, 2021. Or if you're just now watching from somewhere else in the world, whether it be Japan, if you're watching the Olympics, I'm watching the Olympics replay now. I'm watching beach volleyball now. It's the Americans against Brazil in beach volleyball. 1 set apiece right now, and the Americans are up 12-10 with a timeout. So I think this is the last set. I don't know how many sets there are in beach volleyball. I really don't care. So I really got nothing to watch. So I'm gonna change the channel from this. I don't want to watch this shit. I'm gonna watch shit. Then what came on next? Shit. All right, now I'm watching the Food Network. Nothing on. There's nothing on. I watch Bobby Flay or some shit. Anyway, let's just turn the TV off for now. So, yeah, so the Olympics are underway. I think it's like originally it's like day 3, day 4 of the Olympics. If you're depending who's counting. It is what it is. I'm not really watching most of it, any of it really. But yeah, they have skateboarding in the Olympics now. Skateboarding, like X Games style skateboarding. They go around the obstacle course and they do all these tricks. One guy did a trick and knocked himself right in the nuts. Well, he got the gold. In more ways than one. Right in the nuts. That's all I gotta say about that. That made my night. Well, actually, that didn't make my night. Something else made my night. And I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Well, yeah, the Olympics are on the way. Whoop-de-damn-do in Japan where nobody's watching. There's nobody. It's amazing. Nobody's at the Olympics, but people were at the Tokyo Dome for New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestling Grand Slam, which I think was this morning here in the Northeast. People watching now. It's like it's Wednesday in Japan right now. Was there They are a day later, but you got to go over the Pacific Ocean, cross the international date line. That's 1 day later. You know, especially if you go to Japan and Korea and Australia. You go on a Monday, you're there on Wednesday. You know, exactly. Rosa even thought it was funny. It is what it is. Yeah. All right, so like I said, Olympics are going on. The United States not doing so bad. You know, with the Olympics. Last check this afternoon, they had 18 medals, 7 gold medals. I think 3 or 4 silver and 4 bronze, something like that. I lost count. I really don't care. See, this is what, you know, as much as I want Italy to win a lot of medals, and the U.S. too, you know, got to represent America. You know, Italy doesn't do so great in the Summer Olympics. The Winter Olympics, they just bury people. They're great in the Winter Olympics. Summer Olympics, usually America kicks some ass, but right now it's between the Americans and China for the medal lead right now. It is what it is, but I don't care because in about 2 weeks we'll be done with the Olympics. That's why NXT is going to be on Sci-Fi tomorrow and next week. I even think next week's show is taped. I know tomorrow's tape is definitely taped. They taped that last Wednesday. But for next week's show, I think they're taping that either tomorrow or Wednesday. So yeah, two weeks of NXT tape. That's great. I can only imagine what the rating is going to be for the taped episode of NXT tomorrow. And this godforsaken horrible show tonight. Good Lord, this was fucking horrible. The show was horrible tonight, man. Horrible. I mean, to use a former Met, a great Met, Mookie Wilson. Well, it was terrible. Well, terrible. I don't know the mind. It was terrible. Ain't that right, Mookie? That's right. Mookie Wilson. The god of 1986. That's why the Mets won in 1986, because like, keep your open line, gets by Buckner, and the Mets win! I won Game 6, and they just beat the shit out of the Red Sox in Game 7. That's the last time they actually won the World Series. It is what it is, but at least we got there in 2000. Yeah, the Yankees cheated in 2000, by the way. And then we came back. We got to the World Series in 2015. I admit the Mets ran out of gas in 2015. Really had the Royals on the ropes in Game 1, Game 2. Really should have been up 3-0 on the Royals. Could have swept the Royals in that damn series. But the Mets ran out of gas, and it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. But now let's get to 2021, if you will. Good one. I'll get to the chat in a minute. Oh my God. Oh yeah, but let's get into 2021, because I don't want to dwell on the past like my haters do. But it is what it is. Yeah, today the Mets had a doubleheader. The start of a 5-game, unusual 5-game series during the regular season against JD's Braves. So we had a straight doubleheader today, straight down the middle there, like Bill Fonzo says. You know what I mean? All right, so the first game, Mets looked like shit. 5 goddamn hits. Couldn't get nothing. And Marcus Stroman, to his credit, he gave up 2 runs, but still stunk. He's just so up and down. He's like Jekyll and Hyde, from one game to another. And he's not going to pitch till Saturday, I think. Saturday or Sunday against the Reds. So hopefully he'll have a better game than that. What is what it is? The Mets lost game 1, 2-0. But as always, as they always do, this whole season is just fucking weird with the Mets. Every time they get a doubleheader, they don't even sweep. They always split doubleheaders, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of Mets fans are like, oh, another split. Another split. We could be up 10 games already. Which is true, Met fans. But still, we gain on the Braves. We gain. We gained on the Nationals today, even though the Phillies came back. Fucking Nationals were 4-3 and they fucking lost. Yeah, so the Phillies gained a half game on us because we lost game 1. So the Mets won game 2, 1-0. Great pitching tonight from the bullpen, basically. You know, Aaron Loop, you know, the man who I don't know how he does it. The guy is Houdini. Gets out of bases loaded jams. Not once, twice in the last couple games. He started the game, pitched 2 great innings, and La Familia, which in Spanish means I get people out sometimes. He came in, got five straight outs. Yeah, I'll mention that. I'll mention it, Alejandro. I've got my good buddy Alejandro Casa in the chat. I'll get to him in just 1 second. And that's that. So yeah. So La Familia came in, got five straight outs, which is unusual for him. Especially coming in a 7. It's a 7-inning game, but that's going to change next year. Thank God. That stupid rule where the guy's on second base in extra innings, that's going bye-bye. Thank the Lord. The shift's going bye-bye. So all you people who want to, you know, all the teams that want to shift against Pete Alonso and Michael Conforto and everybody else, you can't do that no more. So when, you know, Alonso hits a freaking laser up the middle, it's a freaking out. This year, next year, probably be a single. So the shift's going bye-bye. The run on second base in extra innings goes bye-bye. And double headers, that last 7 innings, go bye-bye. So when you get a double header, you get a good old-fashioned 9-inning game, the way it should be. That's it. And possibly next year, we might get the DH in the National League. Universal DH, I should say. Hopefully. I'm hearing different things about the DH next year. And maybe more expanded replay. Woo-hoo. I don't care about that. It is what it is. But, so, yeah, that's coming to baseball next year. And that's that. So, like I said, the Mets won 1-0 on a Jeff McNeil double scoring Brandon Nimmo. And the rest of the bullpen did some good stuff. Sugar Diaz, man, you know, Mr. Trumpets came in for the save. 3 straight strikeouts, swing strikeouts, whiff on the Braves. And that's pretty much it. Freddie Freeman didn't do shit tonight. In both games, I don't think he did that. I don't think he did anything really to hurt the Mets. But still, he made a nice play in game 2 on that big stretch where he did a split at first base. He almost hurt his nuts. But he has no nuts. But it is what it is. So yeah, so the Mets split today. Split another doubleheader. They lost a half game to the Phillies, so now they're up by 3.5 games on the Phillies. But now 5 full games up on the Braves. And they got 4 more games to go. They got tomorrow night. They got Wednesday night, where Tyler McGill, the next coming of Jacob deGrom, pitches. Hope he pitches another gem like he pitched on Friday night against the Blue Jays. So he pitches Wednesday night. And on Thursday afternoon, 12:10 game, because it's getaway day or camp day. Sometimes they call it camp days. They call it getaway day because sometimes, on Thursday you go to like another, you play like a 12, 1 o'clock game, and then like you play to about 4, maybe 5 o'clock, and then you get on a bus, you get on a plane to the next whatever game you're at, The next game you're at, wherever you're going, Florida, Los Angeles, Miami, whatever. Yeah, so that's why I call it getaway day. But for the Mets, they play a 12-10 game, which is basically camp day for them because they're staying home for the weekend because they play Cincinnati. Then they go on the road to start August again, and they have, I think, 6 games. I think they play 6 games on the road. Well, they got 3 in Miami next week against the Marlins, which are not easy games. Then they got an off day, I think, on that Thursday. And then next weekend, they play in Philadelphia against the Phillies, which is a big, huge series for the Mets. Especially it's August now. Got to win those games. Hopefully the GOAT's coming back. He might be pitching a rehab start this week or by the weekend. So he might be coming back next week. Lindor, I don't know when he's coming back, but we need him badly. Not to say badly, but still, the bench mob is waking up. We need more runs though, but come on. 2 runs in the first game, one stinking run. One in the second game. But at least the pitching, the pitching in game 1, Stroman, like I said, he's up and down. What are you gonna do? I mean, the Braves got the first run on a stupid ground out. Then they got the second run after that on that single. That was basically it. Mets couldn't get anything going. But game 2, they got the run in the 5th inning, and then bullpen held it, thankfully. I said Diaz got the save, struck out the side in the 7th inning. He got the save. The Mets get a win. I believe that's their 51st or 52nd win. No, I'm not a Yankee fan. Fuck the Yankees. Okay? Fuck. Our good friend, as we all know, our good friend, he watches my show. He follows me on Twitter. The Iron Sheik. Sheiky baby will say it for you. Fuck the Yankees. Fuck them in the ass and make them humble. Here's what it is. And it's Fook, Foodajankes. Kees, I said. Yankees, not Yankees. Yankees. You have to say it like the Sheik says it. Not the Iron Sheik. You have to say Yankees. Fuck the Yankees. Make them humble. That's what the Red Sox did this weekend. They made them Yankees their bitch once again. And the Yankees play the Tampa Bay Devil. I keep saying Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Tampa Bay Rays starting tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoon. And then after that, they go I don't know where. Then I don't care. They can go to hell for all I care. And their stupid fans. Yankees and their stupid fans that live in the Bronx. Fuck the Bronx, by the way. Except for all the only thing good about the Bronx is J-Lo. That's it. That's it, because J-Lo came from off the 6, and she came from the Bronx, because she's Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that she got. She's just Jenny from the block. That's the only good thing that came out of the Bronx is freaking Jennifer Lopez. 52-year-old Jennifer Lopez. And she still has that amazing that's amazing behind, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with J-Lo. She just married a bunch of douchebags. She was about to get married to A-Rod, and what happened to A-Rod? He cheated on her. Dumbass. How do you cheat on J-Lo? I mean, really. Let's ask Mark Anthony that. And all the other douchebags that married J-Lo. Treated her like shit. Oh, gave her a few kids. Oh, that's great. That's great, but who has the money? J-Lo. I'm just saying, 52-year-old J-Lo. Let's look a day over 30. And she's back with Ben Affleck. Oh. So what do they call it when they were together? Benifer or Benlo or something like that? I think it's Benifer or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, they're back. And J-Lo put up a picture for her 52nd birthday. She's in a teeny weeny itty itsy bitsy bikini. Why not? She got the body. And then they recreated that part in J-Lo's Jenny from the Block video where Ben Affleck's like on a boat with J-Lo smacking that back, They recreated that. No. This is what it is. It is what it is. Ben Affleck is a lucky man. I just hope it works this time. Second time's usually the third time's a charm, but hopefully for Ben and J-Lo, I hope this works out. I like to see J-Lo happy. She deserves it. Great singer, great actress. Great. Not Halle Berry great or Salma Hayek great, but still good actress. And she got that, you know what? Here's what it is. She got that booty. Big booty, but you got a big booty. Shake it. Sorry. I have to sing that. It is what it is. Yeah, I love J-Lo. She is a Yankee fan, which I hate, but, it is what it is. And that's that. All right, let's get off of J-Lo. Let's not get off of J-Lo. What am I? Should we get off of J-Lo? Nah. You don't want to get off. Nobody wants to get off of J-Lo. J-Lo, we can get off on, but, J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez, I love you. Not my favorite actress of all time. Because my favorite actress of all time is Salma Hayek. Ooh, yes. Caliente. Ooh, man. I can have a field day talking about Salma Hayek. Woo. I love Halle Berry too. I mean, they're like 1-2, and then ScarJo's number 3. Boy. And by the way, I want to see Black Widow. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I gotta see ScarJo. Come on. I love Scarlett Johansson. She did a pretty damn good job playing a vampire in True Blood season 3 and 4. Actually, no. I think it was season 3 because I think they killed her off in season 3. I think. I have to rewatch now. Great. I have to rewatch season 3 and 4 of True Blood. Oy. I have to get my DVD since I have every season of True Blood. That's a good show. That was a great show. You think about vampire shows besides Buffy and Angel. That was a good show. Way better than Buffy and Angel. Way better. Come here, Suki. And my favorite fucking character of all time. Not that. My favorite character of all time, Eric Northman, Alexander Skarsgård. That's a vampire. That's a character who can play a vampire. Eric Northman, the best vampire of all time. All time. You want to talk about vampire movies? Vampire movies / TV series? You can't go wrong with True Blood. You can't go wrong. Oh, what about the originals? That's a good show. Originals was a great show with Klaus and and Elijah and Freya and everybody. That show was good. I don't know why it lasted 3. I forgot how long that damn series went. I watched every fucking episode. So I think it was like 3 or 4 seasons. I think 4 or 5 maybe. I don't know why it ended. And now they got the spin-off, which is Legacies, which is now about to go into their 3rd season. It's good, not the greatest. I'm hoping that Klaus and Elijah, the actors that play those 2 characters, they're on the show, even though they're dead. Oops! Oops, I spoiled the originals for you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. For all you people that don't know, have never watched the originals or the spin-off before that, with Stefan and company, Stefan and Damon. I forgot the name of the show, but with Nina Dobrev, who played Elena. And then the spin-off was the originals, and the spin-off from that was Legacies. I mean, good vampire shows, but they can't hold a candle to True Blood. I'm sorry. They cannot hold a goddamn candle to that show. And you talk about Dracula, you talk about Nosferatu. Now, all those, the vampires, right? Basically Dracula. Any freaking thing. If it's Castlevania, which is a great vampire video game. But still, let's put it this way: if Eric Northman was a video game character, if they made another Castlevania game, which I think they are, I would love him to do the voice acting for Trevor Belmont or whoever it is, Alucard, Belmont, whoever. I mean, the Netflix series is not great, but it is what it is. All right, let's not talk about Netflix and vampires anymore, because I can go all day. I can go all night long. Ask your mama. Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. All right, so on this late Monday night, July the 26th, 2021, if you're not watching from somewhere else, July the 27th, 2021, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Get your drink of choice ready, because it is time for your late night, Monday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Monday Night Raw review for July the 26th, 2021, live from the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri. Actually, Kansas City, Missouri. So we're in hit country. All right, coming off the house shows in Pittsburgh and Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know where SmackDown's going to be this week. I don't care. But that's that. Yeah, so SmackDown. Botch. So Raw tonight, coming off last week's, they butt last week, with fans, which, with Cena and Oberg got a 1.9 rating. Anyway, tonight, back to the same old shit. Same old crap. Ugh. That too. The same old garbage we know and love from the WWE. Because it's fantastic. I mean, no Cena, no Oberg. Nothing tonight. Same old garbage. Same old garbage. I mean, it was supposed to be Nikki Ashhole's celebration, and I'll get to that in a minute. And then we had a main event with Nikki Ash in it. And we got a match announced for SummerSlam for the Raw Women's title. Didn't think that was gonna happen, but we kind of knew it. But it makes some sense to me. But anyway, so we had that. We had a Raw tag team title match between AJ and the Big Black Diesel Omos taking on War Machine, Eric and Ivar. We had that. We had a 24/7 title match tonight. Woo! That's great TV. And that's that. And that was it. Just a boring as you-know-what show. I just wanted to vomit tonight. I had to turn it off at times because it was so boring, so I just switched to the Met game because I was more entertaining. Sorry. I'm sorry, just Raw just sucks, man. Going back to the same thing. I can bet you nothing that the rating goes down this week. 1.9 this week? I mean, last week? This week? I would say 1.6 or lower. 1.5, 1.6 at best. Because everybody's probably watching the Olympics. Or, I mean, there's really nothing on tonight. I mean, there was really nothing on tonight besides the Mets split doubleheader, which began at 5:10, and the second game started after 8 o'clock. So that was going on while Raw was going on. And then you had the Olympics, which basically nobody's watching, even though, I think the when SmackDown was on, and then the opening ceremonies did like a 10-point something. Because it's the Olympics. People want to watch the Olympics. For their favorite country or whatever. That's what people were watching tonight, mostly. A freaking either the Met game or whatever, if you're watching sports tonight, besides the sport of professional wrestling, or you were watching the Olympics or the Met game tonight. That's it. There's nothing else on. Probably people watching beach volleyball for I hear. Or skateboarding. I really don't know what the Olympics had on today, because after Raw went off the air, the Olympics came on the USA Network, and they had freaking beach volleyball. USA versus Brazil. That's exciting TV. Oh, I couldn't stand Raw tonight. I could not. I had to go back. I watched most of the Met game, then on Raw tonight. Because Raw was garbage. It was just horrible tonight. Anyway, let's get to some positivity, if you will, from the good old chat. A good buddy from Mexico, Alejandro Clatza, says, "Good thing there are better things to see than Raw." Absolutely, there are way better things to do on a Monday night than watch Monday Night Raw. Way better things to watch, better things to do, and better things to watch. It is what it is. All right, sucks to see Charlotte always be there for the opportunity for the women's title. At the rate we're going to tell her the Tom Brady of the. We're going to call her the Tom Brady of the women's division. Yep. Yeah, probably. I would probably call her the female John Cena at this point. I'm sorry. Just John Cena, turned into a woman with fake boobs, a horse face. Huh. Yeah, but she's an 11-time champ. Well, really, they still calling it you're giving her the 11 times champion, right? But they said, if you watch my stream from earlier today, which is in the description box, the Manic Monday stream where I talk about Eddie Guerrero being a B+ player, and some other news during my news segment. I talked about Charlotte. They took away 2 of her titles. So they took away 2 of her title reigns, which was the NXT title, which I'm surprised that they took that away. 2 of her, no, well, I think it was just the 1 title reign, but she was NXT champion twice. Then they took away her reign as women's tag team champion. Okay. So it means, does Asuka lose that reign too? Shows you how much they care about the women's tag team titles. They're just going to not care about who wins them. So yeah, so Charlotte lost an NXT title reign and the reign as women's tag team champion. That's kind of weird, but does Charlotte care? Nah, nobody cares. Charlotte doesn't care. But it's good for Charlotte though. But it is what it is. So she's still a technically 14-time champion, but they're taking away that NXT title reign. Then it's really 13. But they're still going to say, "Oh, she's a 14-time champion." On the cusp of winning number 15. So that's all she's good for is title reigns. Really, the number, not the title reign. All she wants to do is break her daddy's record. That's it. Doesn't matter how long she holds it for and how boring of a champion she is. And how she just buries the entire women's division. Doesn't matter. All she cares about is breaking that record. And she will break that record. I would say by next year at this rate. I said by next year, she'll be a 17-time women's champion. 17. She'll break that record. Not going to be Cena. Hopefully not. Speaking of Cena, I mentioned during my stream that Cena's going to be on the SmackDown after SummerSlam, and what I heard on Joe Cronin's video from him and Jake DeMarco that Cena's going to be at the New York City show on September the 10th for the Super Show from SmackDown in Madison Square Garden. So Cena, he's not going away yet. Even though, he has 15 dates he's supposed to do, but I think they're just going to extend it a couple more dates. Why not? Why not? So, does that mean Cena's going to win the championship from Roman at SummerSlam? I hope and pray not. I mean, because if he's going to still be there after SummerSlam for the 2 weeks after that. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks after that. I got to go check this out. Let me pull up my calendar. All right, so he'll be on the August 27th show. That's after SummerSlam. I don't know about the September 3rd show, but he will be on the September 10th show, which is in New York City, people. After that, don't know. Don't know and won't care. That's that. It is what it is. Yeah. So we got that. All right, as far as Horseface Charlotte goes, yeah. You can call it the Tom Brady of the women's division. I call it the female John Cena of the division. Because buries everybody. Everybody. Even Becky and Asuka and Rhea Ripley, who got a nice pop tonight, by the way. Bury Sasha, bury Bayley. The list goes on and on and on. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. It is what it is. I'll talk about Charlotte in just a second. So I want to get through all these comments before we start. All right. Alejandro Katza says, if I had to choose the mothers of my haters or watch today's Raw, I would prefer the first option. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too, dude. That's all I gotta say about that. Every time the weekly shows are being more possible, but Vince has him happy with such. Yeah. Same old BS from Raw and SmackDown every goddamn week. Same thing. Yeah, they'll get a 1.9 last week. This week, probably a 1.4 or at least between 1.4 and 1.7. That's it. This Raw deserves a 0. Yeah, you could say that. Maybe a negative 0. Well, I guess you can't go negative. Negative infinity maybe, or negative infinity times infinity times infinity. Yeah, infinity is the largest number in the world. That's not true. What do you mean? Infinity is the largest number in the world. What's larger than infinity? Infinity times 2. Never watched White Man Can't Jump? Infinity plus infinity plus infinity. That was a good movie. With Rosie Perez, another hot Puerto Rican actress. And she's from Brooklyn. I'll put that. Oh yeah, but this Raw sucked. I wouldn't give it a 0, but very close to a 0. Anyway. I haven't seen so much on a weekly show since Trump was president of the United States. Oh my God. Alejandro's bringing out the Trump supporters tonight. Oy, oy, oy. Well, you were a supporter of Trump there, Alejandro? I mean, if you are, that's fine. I was a Trump supporter. I voted for Trump back in 2016. I voted for him like the last election. That was rigged. It is what it is, but Joe Biden's got like a 60% positive. Well, what's it called? A 60% rating now, like positivity rating, whatever it's called. Not doing a bad job as president, but still. He's he's getting it done. Trying to get the virus under control, but how much more can you do? And pretty soon we're gonna go back to the basics with this fucking virus. It's going rampant around the country right now, especially in Florida. With the Delta variant. New York City's getting it, Jersey's getting it, everywhere, but I think South Dakota and Wyoming. Well, it pays to live there. Where the Cowboys are. Not those Cowboys. Not the Dallas Cowboys. Wyoming Cowboys. And who do you know in South Dakota? That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, probably going back to the same BS with the Delta variant and everything. And we'll be going back to wearing the mask again everywhere we go, even if you are vaccinated. There might be a third shot. You might have to get a third shot just to deal with the Delta variant. I hope not. I mean, how many times are you going to get jabbed in the butt or the arm? Well, with the arm. Not the butt. That's steroids, brother. I mean, how many times are you going to get jabbed in the arm to combat a virus? No, I'm talking about the flu shot. I'm talking about the virus. Nobody wants to get a third shot. Nobody even wants to get a shot, which is stupid. That's why this freaking virus is still going around. Because nobody wants to get the freaking vaccine. I want to turn into a mutant. I will not be turned into a machine. What's so bad about getting the shot? You're not gonna turn into a mutant. You're not gonna turn into Wolverine or something like that. You're not gonna grow a third arm or a third leg or anything like that. And by the way, don't mind my banner. By the way, I'm just being funny. I mean, it's true, but because I got a big one. I got a big one. I bet you're getting in trouble from YouTube for saying that, but it is what it is. I don't give a crap. So where were we? Talk about Trump. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on from Trump. And your food is ready. That's all I got to say about that. All right, more from Alejandro Casa. Today we are in mourning in Mexican wrestling, AAA and CMLL. I heard about this on Twitter earlier. Super Porky has passed away, a legendary fighter of the companies in that you just mentioned, AAA and CMLL. So my condolences go out to the family of Super Porky. No, not Super Porky Pig. Was he ever super? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, Mexican wrestler Super Porky has passed away. I don't know how old he was, but probably was an old guy. Not that I watched. I never watched a lot of AAA and CMLL besides Lucha Libre to the Mundo, Televisión Excelente, Psicosis, and Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. I just pissed off the entire Mexican race just now. It is what it is, but I that's what I watched. Back in the day when I was a little bitty hulksy dude. watching Channel 41, like, well, before it even became, I don't even know, actually. I don't even know if Channel 41 and Channel 47 were all the Spanish channels back in the day, if you lived in the 70s and 80s like I did. I don't know if they were called Univision or Galavision. Excellent. Or even Telemundo back in the day. I don't know about that. I could be wrong. But yeah, when I was a kid, I think it was on Saturday and Sunday, I think in the afternoon, I was flipping channels here and there, put on Channel 41, put on Channel 47 here in, back when I was living in New York City. Every Saturday or every Sunday, put the Spanish channels on. Lucha Libre! It was great, and I had no idea what the hell they were saying. That was kind of like my introduction to Spanish. I didn't know what the hell they were saying. Like, what? Did you just say burrito? No, but no, I know a little bit of Spanish now. From growing up and going to school, and I never took Spanish in school. I took French in junior high, and in high school and college I took Italian. I still don't understand it. I'm full-blooded Italian. I can't even speak the language, let alone say anything much in Italian or French or even Spanish. I know some Spanish. I don't know a lot, besides stuff from Taco Bell and all that other stuff. I don't know much Italian, besides calamar, parmesan, and stuff like that. Calamar, pasta fazool. Hey, everybody, you. You know how they talk and stuff. They talk like they're from New York. Hey, I'm walking here. You don't want to mess with the Italians. I'm sorry. Italians are the best people in the world. Debate me on that one. It is what it is. But yeah, but my condolences go out to Super Porky. And that's it. Mexican legend. Like Eddie Guerrero. Anyway, how is it possible that Toronto, having a good advantage, lose like that against Boston today? Oh, they lost? Wow. Yeah, but I have to say, Boston is a great team. Boston is just coming. I mean, we went to the season, and we think Boston was didn't have a great season last year in that abbreviated season, which the Dodgers won. Dodgers won the World Series, by the way, if you didn't know that last year. Yeah, we're coming into this season. Everybody's thinking, the Yankees are going to just go run away with the freaking division. And look where the Yankees are now, 9 games out. Well, I don't know. Since 9.5 games out now, I should say. 4th place. But it's still, I think, 4.5 games out of the second wild card. So there's still hope, Yankee fans. There's still hope. If you play like you did this past weekend and for most of the season, oh boy, you might have a chance come September. You play like you guys have been playing like that and losing a lot of games to the Red Sox. Sorry, the Red Sox, because they have your number. But you gotta go give Toronto credit. They gave the Mets fits this weekend. Lucky the Mets took 2 or 3 of them. Lucky the Mets took 2 or 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, but it is what it is. Got a great pitching, a good game by Tyler McGill, the next coming of Jacob deGrom, the GOAT. And then on Saturday, just garbage. Just bad. Saturday was just bad. They lost 10-3. And Sunday, we had Taijuan Walker pitched like crap on Saturday. And then Sunday we had Rich Hill, the Mets acquired from from the Tampa Bay Rays. We call him Dick Mountain. What else is new? What else is new? I mean, we had, Mets had a weird season this year. We had the whole thing with the raccoon, not the raccoon, rat-coon. McNeil and Lindor, things like, that's a rat. No, it's a raccoon. So I called it raccoon. Half rat, half raccoon. Raccoon. So they had that. The whole thing, with Donnie Stevenson, who lit the bats up this year. Now they got a freaking horse, a home run horse, pony, whatever it is. They haven't named it, I don't think, as far as I know. Just been weird. I mean, the pitching staff, everybody's on the freaking DL. So everybody from the minors is helping out now. That's why the Mets are in first place by 3.5 games going into, July 27, 2021. The Mets are still in first place. Didn't think that may be possible. I thought they were going to contend this year at least, but first place, about to hit August, and got the trade deadline on Friday. We don't even know what the Mets are going to get anybody. Could be Chris Bryant, could be Jose Berrios or Josh Donaldson. Or that 1% chance to get Max Scherzer from the Nationals. Not that we need him. It would be nice, but we don't need him. Because you're going to have to give up an arm and a leg to get him. Not even an arm and a leg, like 5 arms and a leg. Because you're going to have to trade somebody like Mauricio or Alvarez or Beatty from Brooklyn, the top prospects, and possibly maybe you throw in a J.D. Davis, you throw in maybe Conforto and somebody like that. Just for Scherzer. I wouldn't do that. I don't need him. He's kind of injury prone. Good pitcher, but hasn't been great last couple games. So I don't know about wanting Scherzer. He'll be nice. DeGrom, Scherzer, Stroman, maybe Carrasco, and then McGill, or if Syndergaard comes back for the playoffs. That'd be lethal. 1-2 is lethal. Scherzer and DeGrom, if both healthy, especially in August and September. That'll be good. But like I said, I don't think we need him. I don't think we need Scherzer. As far as Bryant goes, he's hurt now. He hurt his hamstring. I don't know if I would want, a guy that's injured, especially at third baseman, even though we need a third baseman. Among other things, I think we need, the Mets need a bat, another big bat, and I think we need a starting pitcher. So maybe to get Scherzer, I doubt it. I'd rather have Berrios, but Scherzer, I don't know. I don't think I can go with Scherzer, but it is what it is, and we'll see what happens with that. So Toronto lost today to Boston. So Boston's just doing amazing right now. I think they almost got 60 wins right now. It's only July. They could probably get 80, maybe 90 wins this year and hopefully win that division, because right now it's a tight race between them and Tampa Bay. They're going back and forth. And Yankees and the Yankees and the Blue Jays are just on the outside looking in, and hopefully maybe trying to get a wild card spot. It is what it is. It's sad that it's sad that Otaku's a Baltimore. He's from Baltimore. Lose to a crappy team like the Baltimore Orioles. And a semi-decent team like the Ravens. He just did his Ravens preview this year. I forgot I didn't watch the whole video, but I think the Ravens probably go 12-5. Because it's 18 weeks this year. Just remember that. So you have to give them maybe an extra win here and there. So I said 12-5 at best, but go to the playoffs, but lose. I still think Kansas City is the team of the AFC right now. As far as the NFC, toss up. You got Tampa Bay, you got the Niners, you got the Seahawks, and that's it really. Just basically between Tampa Bay, maybe the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Niners going to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, they can beat the Niners. It's not going to be the Giants this year. Everybody's thinking the Giants are going to be so good this year. Nope, I really don't think so. The Jets, even though they got the defensive guru from the Niners, Robert Saleh as the head coach now. Now they got a new quarterback. I have no idea who he is. So much I know about the Jets. Good lord. Yeah, I just don't think it's just a rebuilding year for the Jets. I could probably see them getting maybe 5 wins at most. I think they go 5-12. Giants will probably go. I think they'll go 9-8. They probably have a 500 year. Maybe go to the playoffs, be a wild card. But I don't think they're gonna do any damage in the playoffs. I just don't see that. No, because the NFC East is garbage. With them and the Cowboys and the Eagles. You don't know who's the biggest Eagle fan. You know who. You know who he is, that big fat man. And then the Washington, well, it used to be called the Washington Redskins. Now they're called the Washington Football Team, which is a horrible name. That's a horrible name. And the Cleveland Guardians are even worse. The former Cleveland Indians. They're now known as the Cleveland Guardians. They have a horrible freaking logo. There's a baseball with freaking wings on it. Am I looking at the Los Angeles Angels? What am I looking at here? It's a horrible logo. Horrible name too. This is why freaking cancel culture needs to be. It needs to get out of here. This needs to stop because they're getting rid of the Native American stuff. Got rid of the Indians. Can't call them the Indians no more. Got to call them the Guardians. Can't call the Redskins. Can't call the Washington Redskins the Redskins anymore. Got to call them the Washington Football Team. I mean, what's next? They're gonna take out the freaking chop from Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves. Well, that'll piss JD off even more. That'll piss off Atlanta too. Because when the Braves, they start getting around, they go, oh, it's so stupid. Where did they get that from? Oh, that's right, Florida State. The Florida State Seminoles started the chop. Not Atlanta. The Florida State Seminoles, who, by the way, have as their mascot, they have a Native American riding on a horse. And they have an Indian as their logo. Bet you they take that away. They'll take the Braves chop away because it's an Indian thing. And they have, as their logo, they have a tomahawk. They're gonna take that away, bet you. And they're gonna take, the name. They're gonna rename the Florida State Seminoles something else. They get rid of the mascot, who is, a Native American. I think it's a Native American or at least an Indian guy riding on the horse. Their logo, if you just look up the Florida State Seminoles logo, that's it. They're gonna take that away. Get rid of everything that's Native American. But we're gonna protect the Native Americans. Nothing wrong with that, but still, when I grew up back in my day, back when I was a little bitty hoaxer dude. We had teams like the Indians. We had teams like the Redskins, the Seminoles. We didn't have cancer culture back in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. Back in my day. Back in your day. But still, this is the way the world is in 2021. Cancel culture, getting rid of everything. We don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore. taking Elmer Fudd's gun away. They did something with Mr. Potato Head, I think. They can't call him Mr. Potato Head, I think. Something like that. They just mess with cartoons. Especially Pepe Le freaking Pew. They say, oh, he's too sexist. What? Pepe Le Pew is too sexist for TV? Oh, we can't show that to kids. What? What? Are you kidding me? Pepe Le Pew is so freaking violent. Freaking Elmer Fudd shooting Daffy Duck in the face with a shotgun is so violent for people now. Oh, we can't show that to the kids because that's too violent. Yeah, like a 2-month-old kid's gonna be so scared about freaking Elmer Fudd shooting Daffy Duck in the face with a shotgun. Oh, that's great. They don't know. They're 2 freaking months old. Or 2 years old. Most of them are watching Pokemon. Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or maybe Dragon Ball Z. Oh, what are you gonna... Now, Dragon Ball Z is kind of like a violent show because they're using Final Flash. What are you gonna cancel that too because it's a Japanese show? It's too violent. Yeah, the day they do that, it's the day I freaking go off on them. They canceled Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. Now it's called. Now they're coming out with a new movie called Dragon Ball Superhero. Where basically they have a new villain. I have no idea what it is. Goku Black turns into Super Saiyan 3 Rose Goku Black. Or basically Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. This Goku looks completely different. They're making him look like he can move faster and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll go another level up or something like that. They really should have Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3. I mean, they already made Goku go Master Ultra Instinct, and that was like grand. Well, when he went to like the grand. Oh, where did he go? He became Grand Gold. Wow, what do you call him? Grandmaster Goku, or something like that. Now he can master Ultra Instinct. He can go basically up to freaking Super Saiyan 4 going with Ultra Instinct. I don't know how that would work with if he went to he was Ultra Instinct Goku and he fused with like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. They made Gogeta. How that would probably be pretty damn good. Gogeta Super Saiyan Blue Master Ultra Instinct Goku Gogeta. I don't know how that would work, but you should have Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 and Master Ultra Instinct. Why does he have to be second best? Why do I have to be second best to you, Kakarot? Why? I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Always Goku has to be one up on Vegeta all the time. Why? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Cancel culture just killed everything. Now we have all this Black Lives Matter stuff. This country is this planet is whack. All this freaking crap. That's why people want to move to Mars. I don't blame them. If we had the ability to move to Mars, we could all move to Mars. But I'd rather be on Uranus. I'm a pretty funny guy. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm an animal. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, let's get into some positivity. Okay. Alejandro Clasa says, and the Yankees thing yesterday, losing horribly in the 8th inning, is to fire the coach. Yeah. How do you blow a freaking... First of all, they blew a no-hitter. How do you blow a no-hitter and a 4-0 lead? And why do you take out the guy that had the no-hitter? Why do you take him out? This is what the Yankees do. It's been that way for the Yankees. Aaron Boone is not a great coach. Or as we call him, Aaron, well, I don't call him, but most Met fans call him Aaron Buffoon. Or Vic DiPietro, big Yankee fan he is, calls him Baboon. Yeah, why would you take a pitcher that's going so good, no hitter through 8 innings, well, just about in the 8th inning, you take him out, and what happens? The guy that comes after that gives up 5 goddamn runs. And that's why they lose. Because Baboon is a baboon. That's why the Yankees suck. Cashman's garbage. He's a dumb fuck. He gets all these players because he's got all that money, like A-Royd, Stanton. They got Stanton for 10 years. I don't know what year he's in now. And boy, has he been a bust. And I called him when they signed him. I said, he's going to be a bust. Just like A-Rod. Or A-Royd, sorry. Oh, yeah, A-Royd has a ring. Woo! Because, they bought that for A-Rod back in 2010. That's all good and dandy. A-Rod got his ring. Whoop-de-damn-do. He got his ring. Then he tried to marry J-Lo. And what happens? Fucking cheated on J-Lo. Got a good thing going. I'm so glad that him and J-Lo did not buy the New York Mets. Oh, that would have been a disaster. But thank God for Stevie Cohen. Uncle Stevie. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Uncle Stevie, for buying the Mets. Thank you. From the Will puns. Horrible. That's why the Mets are so good right now. Got good players. Got some good players like Lindor, got hurt. They got some other players that are chipping in. Villar. Taijuan Walker's having a good season, even though his last couple games have sucked. And the minor league system is actually starting to get good again. Got 2 great guys in Brooklyn, Beatty and Alvarez, just lighting up the minor leagues. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I will say. But yeah, all the Yankee fans, they want Aaron Boone. They want him lynched. They want him lynched and thrown out. Him and Cashman, they want out. I don't blame them. If I'm Hal Steinbrenner, or if I'm, George Steinbrenner, I'm rolling in my grave a bunch of times. I'm like, what the hell is going on with my team? The team sucks, and you have a crappy owner, and you have a crappy manager. They both need to go. And Stanton. Stanton needs to go. He's a bust for the Yankees. I'm saying this as a Met fan. I'm trying to be nice to you freaking Yankee fans. Stanton is a bust. He's garbage. I mean, did you see that game? I think it was on Saturday. He's up, the Red Sox were up 3-0, I think. It had to be Saturday, I think. Well, I forget. It had to be Saturday. Now he's up. Guy throws a pitch that bounces in the freaking dirt. And he does a little league freaking swing. He goes, ugh! To quote the great actress Jessica Marie Alba. Another great actress like that. To quote Jessica Alba from Dark Angel, you're not even trying. And Michael Kay freaking went off on Stanton doing that at bat. He's like, oh my God, he's not even trying. He's like, he looks lost at the plate. Yeah, swing like that. I mean, you're not even caring. You just want the freaking contract. Oh, I'm making so much money. You're making like $300 million just to be on the Yankees. Waste of money. That is a big-time bust for the Yankees. So you're getting the Mo Vaughn treatment. Remember when Mo Vaughn was a Met? Didn't work that well. Got a couple good games, but, I really didn't like that pickup. I didn't really like. Mo Vaughn was so good on the Red Sox, and he came to the Mets. Poopy. He was poopy on the Mets. It's a waste of a trade or a pickup. And the whole Bobby Bonilla saga, we're still going with that. We got 14 years for Bobby Bonilla. Paying him $1 million every July 1st or whatever it is. Ugh. It'll be over soon, Met fans. The Bobby Bonilla saga will be finally over in 14 years. Most of us will probably be dead. Not me. Most of us. But still, it is what it is. Everybody's mad. When we signed Frankie Lindor to a $342 million 10-year contract. People are like, freaking Mets are nuts. But we signed him. We thought he was so good out of Cleveland, and he started off really slow. Started to pick it up near the All-Star break, and sadly, freaking messed up his oblique. Ugh. He's doing so good. We're starting to hit, showing why we paid $342 million for this guy. But things happen, Injuries happen in every sport. Injuries happen. Hopefully he comes back and can help us. If it's not in August, hopefully it'll be September and in the playoffs. But McNeil and Guillaume and Villar and Pilar and the entire rest of the bench mob are just picking up the Mets right now. It's basically the minor league Mets right now. Besides DeGrom and Polar Bear Pete Alonso and company, basically the bench mob is basically the minor league Mets. We're in first place. It's just amazing. It's amazing that these, the Mets, who a lot of people put as maybe a third or maybe a fourth place team, July the 27th, 2021, they're in first place by 3.5 games. They really should be up by more than that, but they lose games they should win. They're, Diaz is up and down, Familia's up and down, Lugo, don't even start me on Lugo. It's up and down. Even Trevor May is up and down. Aaron Lube is just a freaking god in the bullpen. Castro's up and down. Even the new guys they're getting from the minors, like Anthony Banda. Didn't pitch too good the other day. Pitched two good scoreless innings today. That was nice. Just good pick me up for Mr. Banda. I don't want to sing that song because I'll go off. Yeah, that's that. All right, let's move on. I already talked enough. But yeah, the Yankees freaking, you got to get rid of Baboon. They got to get rid of Cashman and Stanton and Chapman. Anyway, you made a bet with a friend that he will go to the Yankees next weekend. He's going to the Marlins. Oh yeah, that's right. The Marlins play the Yankees this weekend. If he wins my Marlins, he pays for my food. Or if it's the other way around, I'll buy him the food. Well, for your sake, I hope you win. I hope you sweep the Yankees for. But never say. You can't say, oh, the Yankees suck. They'll just come back and they'll start going on a hot streak. So can't really say crap about them yet. Here's what it is. Wait, you're a Yankees fan? No. Never been a Yankee fan. Never. Unless they're like in the World Series against like the Phillies or the Braves or the Nationals or a shit team that the Mets don't like, then I'll root for the Yankees. Other than that, only during the season I might root for them if they're playing the Braves or the Nationals or the Phillies or the Marlins. Because they're in the Mets division. But right now, I only root for the Yankees if they're playing the Phillies, and they beat the Phillies twice. Thank you. Thank you for that. Or if they're playing the Braves right now, because that's the contenders right now. But right now, the Yankees don't play the Braves at all this season, so I can't root for them. I'm not going to root for them the rest of the season. I don't care. But other than that, I'm a Met. I've been a Met fan since 1981. 40 years as a Met fan. Been through the highs of highs. 86 World Series, 88 they won they should have went to the World Series, but they against Hershiser and the Dodgers. Don't start with me with 88. 90 they should have won. They choked right at the end of the season, right near the end of the season. It was so close to getting the division from Pittsburgh. They were about 1.5 games back near the end of the season, and went to Pittsburgh and proceeded to get swept. And that was it. There was no wild card back in the 90s until 90, was it 90, I think 98, I think. That's when the wild card started. And that was it. But like I said, I went through the highs of highs, the lows of lows when they lost like 120 games back in 1993, 94. They were bad. I mean, really, really bad. The Jeff Torborg years, the Dallas Green years. And they started picking up when they got Piazza and Olerud and Fonzie and company, Al Leiter. They were great from like 96 to like 2008. They were pretty good teams. Should have won the division. They won the wild card. They beat the Reds in the wild card, the playoff game to get to the wild card. Then they lost to the Braves in 7 games. They should have won that game. They fucked it up. Should have went to the World Series that year. I think it was 98 or 99. I think it was 98. Still, it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. I was happy when they went to the World Series in 2000. Sucks that they got ripped off by the Yankees because they cheated. Sorry, Yankee fans, you cheated like you did the other 28 times. Was heartbroken in 2006 when they went to the National League Championship Series and lost in 7 to the Cardinals. I mean, I remember that game well. I was on the air on my college radio show, basically broadcasting the game. I was doing my music show, and in between, I was giving updates with the Met game. I was watching it on. I'm not watching the entire. I didn't watch the game. I had just put on Game Channel and just showed the pitch and boom, like that. I didn't see Andy Chavez with the greatest catch of all time in baseball history, the catch as they call it, back in 2006 when he robbed Scott Rowland of the home run. But it is what it is. But that's it. All right. Let's do this and then run down Raw and then go to bed. Good thing I'm a fan of the Marlins. You're not having a good year there, Alejandro. I'm sorry. Maybe next year. We go Marlins. Anyway, okay, the final comment before we get to anything. Welcome to the humorous show on American television, WWE Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the worst show on television, Monday Night Raw. Thank you for coming. Let's see how long we go. 1 hour and 18. All right, let's go. So, like I said, Raw was garbage tonight. Starts off from Kansas City with the new Raw Women's Champion, Nikki Ash-Hole. Comes out to not a great pop from the crowd. Gets on the mic. She's like, I always wanted to do this, and she gets that big cheap pop. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Cheap pop, because she had to get it. Anyway, she's happy we're all together. She's proud to be standing as a champion. Still cream. My fans give her a "You deserve it" chant. Stupid gimmick. Yeah, she does deserve it, but not in this gimmick. I'm sorry. This gimmick is horrible. Should have stayed with the psycho wacko sanity version of Nikki Cross. That's that. Anyway, she said that her dream is real. In the past, she didn't have the confidence when reaching for the stars, and fear of failure held her back. She eventually realized, failing isn't such a big deal. She's still herself. When she puts on her superhero gimmick, It reminds her and hopefully everyone else that you can overcome all the odds with enough belief in yourself. So so here's the thing. Now, I wanted to believe in myself, and I do believe in myself. I fail sometimes. I get up. I failures. I get up the next day. I think positive. I believe in myself, but I'm not gonna dress up like a freaking superhero. No, I'm just gonna believe in myself. That's it. Believe in myself. Believe in Hulk Hogan, brother. No. Anyway, so we'll get that. And then it says you believe in yourself. You can overcome all the odds. Blah blah blah. We can almost be superheroes. I was like, oh, this segment's just drowning. And then Horseface comes out to interrupt this big speech by Nikki. So sadly, she gets on the mic and she's like, Nikki, that was such a nice fairy tale. Then she starts, just basically bashing Nikki, calling her a disgrace as a champion. Look who's talking. And then she's like mocking, her gimmick and everything. Is supposed to represent the company. Then she's like, well, in my book, you have to work for the title, be a champion. I'm here to add star power and perspective to the ring. No, you're just there to bury people. And then she calls her an idiot. An almost idiot. And she's like, well, let's look on what really. She told Teeny, after she basically got, intentionally disqualified. Then she's like, "Oh, so you won. You won because my feet were even on my feet to start the match and everything." And said, "You stole my title." And then she's yelling at the fans and everything. She's like, this is your fault." The same crap from every champion you get. Anyway, so she wants her rematch at SummerSlam, and she's gonna make Nikki bow down to the real champion. This is all an injustice, the fans' fault, blah, blah, blah. Off on the fans, blah, blah, blah. And then, thankfully, Rhea Ripley, my brutality, comes out to shut Charlotte up. She claims Charlotte's jealous. She marked Charlotte's latest title reign being only 1 day. Then she talks about last week where she got intentionally tried. And then she's like, well, I deserve a shot at SummerSlam. So they're going back and forth like, I do it. I need a shot. I want the shot. I'm like, shut up. Blah, blah, blah. Nikki's like, he's like, I don't think either of you deserve a shot. I'm like, oh, thank you, Nikki. Rhea needs a shot. Just saying. Anyway. She's like, the women's division is ready to change. She's going to lead that change. I don't think so. So Charlotte gets mad. Her stupid superhero gimmick. And then her and Rhea go back at it. I deserve the shot. I did. You're like, shut up. And then the Authority come out. Anders and Sonya Deville. Looks like we're probably going to make a tag team match or something. Well, anyway, Sonya and Adam kind of agree. It's like, oh, the only fair thing to do is let's put a triple threat match. That'll be great for SummerSlam. I was like, I knew it. So they make the match for SummerSlam. It's going to be Nikki defending against Charlotte and Rhea. That's great. So Charlotte's like, this is ridiculous. She calls Nikki a fluke. Rhea is undeserving of the title of a match. So she's like, I want a match at SummerSlam. I want a match now. I want a match right now for the title. So Nikki's like, okay, want it? You got it. So Adam Pearce's like, okay, it's official. So that's gonna be the main event for. So Rhea laughs at both of them. And then she's about to leave. Charlotte jumps her. Why not? Nikki, that's it. So that whole segment, 18 minutes long, went way too long. just to make the freaking triple threat match at SummerSlam. That's gonna suck. I'm telling you, SummerSlam's gonna suck. I'm sorry. SummerSlam's gonna suck, except for maybe Seth Rollins and Edge. That's it. Nobody's giving a crap about Bobby Lashley and Goldberg, and nobody's giving a crap about what could be a triple threat match between Roman Reigns and Fiend Balor and John Cena. Could be a triple threat unless Roman and Fiend Balor have a match maybe the week before SummerSlam. And then it's Roman and Cena at SummerSlam. But SummerSlam is gonna suck. I'm sorry. I think over 36 will be better than that crap. But we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And the main event is Nikki Ash against Charlotte. I thought it was for the title, but they called it a contenders match, which made no sense because you made the match at freaking SummerSlam. But why is it a contenders match if she's getting her rematch? So she's getting 2 matches now, tonight and at SummerSlam. That's just great. That's WWE logic for you. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, after that, we get a promo from Ian Priest earlier in the day. Calls Sheamus fella, the United States champion, a coward, a bully, a champion. Tells Sheamus to find a set of balls and with him. So that match is coming up next. And that's a contenders match. Yeah, that's an actual contenders match. Okay? Not a match that you make later in the night. You make a contender in the match. Don't make no sense. Great. Fuck you. I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to. All right, I'm gonna break because I don't want to go too. All right, get the match. Number 1, U.S. title match. Sheamus fellow, still with that steel mask, looking like Batman. Batman, you say? It's on Amy. It was an match. There was one point in the match where Priest came back, knocked the mask off of Sheamus, and Sheamus was like, my nose, fella. Tries to come off the top rope. Priest goos him and then like drags him like on the rope, and then he like choke slammed him. Apron, Sheamus, the of doom. Priest fights free, kicks Sheamus in that broken nose. Then he hits the lights. Or did he change it? I'm just gonna call it hit the lights the way it's supposed to be called. He calls it the reckoning. I'm calling it hit the lights. I guess they're now letting him use the ring now because Mia Yim is not called reckoning anymore. So, whatever you want to call the finisher, reckoning, hit the lights. He hits that 1, 2, 3, gets the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and he is now the number 1 contender for the US. And I'll probably have a match. That's it. And then Sheamus was like, "Give me a doctor." Oy. All right. After that, we get the match number 2 for the Raw Tag Team titles. AJ Styles and the Big Black Diesel almost takes on War Machine, Eric and Ivar. This was It was all right. Eric and Ivar try to isolate almost and just beat the head of AJ. That didn't work because AJ comes back with a Pele kick, tags in almost, just goes to work on Eric and Ivar, throws him out in the ring, beats him up. Then he hits the choke bomb to I think it was Eric, but AJ's like, tag me in because I'm phenomenal. So AJ tags in, hits the springboard 450, 1, 2, 3. They retain the belts. That's it. And but we'll see more of AJ and Owens later on. So I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah 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 blah. All right, then we go to a segment with Fire and Jinder my balls, and his little lackeys Veer and Shanky. We see what happened to Shanky last week. Him getting not one but 34 chair shots. Good boy, he should be dead. So yeah, Shanky's gone. They had to sell the injuries, and man, his back looked like chopped liver. So Jinder comes out. Well, Drew comes out, looks ready to fight. Of course, he's a Scottish psychopath. So he comes out with his buddy Veer. He comes out with a lawyer. One of those lawyers that are not really lawyers. So he comes out of the ring and basically says that Drew McIntyre is gonna get sued for what he did and all that shit. So he's like, Veer is gonna beat you up. So they basically, Drew's like, they're gonna sue Drew for what he did. And Drew's like, shut up, blah, blah, blah. Jinder wanted an apology or he would get sued. Drew's like, should I apologize or should I beat Veer, blah, blah, blah. And the fans like, yes, beat him up. So Drew starts a, Drew's gonna kill you chant. What, you think you're Samoa Joe? Okay. All right, then we get to this match that was garbage. Drew McIntyre versus Veer, Jinder Mahal and the lawyer at ringside. Veer wins by disqualification after Jinder threw a chair in. Veer picks it up and Drew McIntyre does a Dominator. Hits the Claymore with the chair. Veer's like, ring the bell. I'm like, okay. So, Veer wins by disqualification, but so I gave that 1.5 out of 5 stars. After that, there was confusion, like, oh, who won? But then Drew's music plays, so it looked like, even though the announcers say, the winner by the disqualification, Veer. Okay, whatever. So that's that. And then afterwards, Drew takes the lawyer, throws him in the ring. 3, 2, 1. This fake lawyer. How was that? I didn't care. All right, after that, we get a recap of Eva Marie and Dewdrop on Alexa's Playground, where Lily came back, and then Eva proceeded to do a bad acting job by tripping. And, Alexa's like, I never saw her do that before. Anyway, so then we see Eva and Dewdrop at the Reveal's position warming up for that tag team match. They're getting a contenders match against Natalya and Tamina. There's no tag. There's no tag for Drop in there. Why not? Anyway, so they head to the ring for this stupid, pathetic match. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. We get to this match that sucked balls. Natalya and Tamina, the women's tag team champions against Eva Marie and Dewdrop, was garbage. A garbage match. Natalya gets injured during this match. I think she hurt her ankle or rolled over her ankle. Something happened to her. She was limping after the match as there was a female doctor or a medic who helped her out and everything. Tamina wins with a super kick to Eva Marie after there was a video shown of Lily mocking the evolution thing, with pictures and stuff. Really bad job at acting. It's like she looks back and she looks back. She knows she's gonna lose, and then she just keeps continuing to look. Just fucking hard. She needs to at least go back to your little boyfriend, your husband that looks like the lead singer of Live. Just go do something else because you suck as a wrestler, you suck as an actress, and you suck as a singer. I'm sorry. Just do something else. Go do porn. You probably botched that too. Imagine her in porn, trying to do this, and she's botching. Like breaks the guy's wiener or something. I don't think that. But anyway, Tamina wins the match by via super kick. Match was garbage. I gave 1 out of 5 stars. So it looks like they're continuing this Alexa Bliss, Eva Marie, and drop thing. I guess it's gonna start a feud. Hopefully they don't have a match at SummerSlam. Please don't make that match. Please, for the love of Tony, do not make that match at SummerSlam. Because nobody will watch that match. Everybody in the Legion Stadium will be going to the bathroom. Or boo the living crap out of both of them. I feel bad for Lexi. I really feel bad. Why are you in this feud? Why? Why are they doing this? This is the WWE. This is the WWE we're talking about. We do things differently. We don't care about the fans. All the fans are back. We're just going to continue to give you shit shows and shit matches and rematches every single week. And then we have to dig up Cena and Goldberg just to get ratings. That's right. For the biggest party of the summer. Which is going to be the biggest failure of the summer. SummerSlam is going to suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For all you WWE marks out there, you think that I'm talking BS. Basically, you got 4 matches now. 4 matches. Well, 1 match is basically signed now. Actually, well, really 3. Really, all of them are signed right now. You got Nikki Ash-Hole, Charlotte Horseface, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. Triple threat. That's going to suck. Especially if Becky Lynch is not in that match, making the fatal 4-way. But Becky's got to probably come back the week before SummerSlam in Phoenix, or wherever Raw is going to be before that. Denver, I think it is, or whatever. Yeah, she's going to appear probably the week before SummerSlam, and they gotta add her to the match, make it a fatal 4-way. Hopefully Becky wins. But if not, maybe Becky will appear at SummerSlam afterwards or something like that, or during SummerSlam. Becky has to come back and save this division. I'm sorry. As much as I love Rhea Ripley because of her theme song, Ash Costello. Hi, Ash. But yeah, Becky's got to come back and save the women's division. I'm sorry. But Becky and Sasha need to come back now to save this horrible women's division. Because both brands suck. Raw sucks even worse than SmackDown right now. I mean, on SmackDown, you got freaking Bianca Belair. She plays right here. That's not really her hair. Bianca Belair. No, she's fighting Carmella. She fought her twice, beat her twice. Then she beat her on a house show. And Carmella, almost gave full frontal nudity to the fans, showing her big fake boobies. I don't know how she finished the match. Give her credit. Because basically the back of her her top came off, and she was basically like this. And I don't know how she finished the match, just being like this the whole time. And freaking Bianca's trying to put it back together, but there's a match going on. You don't have time to do that. I mean, Eva Marie had a freaking wardrobe malfunction tonight with her the back of her top unzipped or something like that. There's got to be some industrial strength tape for that for their gear, especially the top gear. That's what happens when you got fake titties. Boobs just pop flying out everywhere. I'm like thinking it's WrestleMania 37 again. Remember that when that monstrosity? Oh, yeah. Who was it? Whose boobs came out? They had wardrobe malfunction. It was Dana Brooke, I think. She had a wardrobe malfunction. And by the way, speaking of Dana Brooke, she's getting released soon. Sorry, Jekyll Knight. I apologize. She's your favorite wrestler and everything. She's going bye-bye. Probably going to AEW catering at this point. She really should go to Impact. But I digress. All right, let's all right. So Natalya wins. Tamina wins. And it looks like Natalya got legit injured. A lot of injury that they might have to forfeit the women's tag team belts. Not that anybody cares, but you know, you got to worry about Natalya. She's been there for a long time. She's done everything for the WWE, even stupid storylines where she pooped her pants. It is what it is. But hopefully she's okay and not seriously hurt, but she either hurt her leg or she maybe rolled her ankle. I don't know what happened. She was limping after the match. And that's it. So let's just hope Natalya did not get seriously hurt. But I have no news on Natalya as of yet. Probably be tomorrow. We'll get some news on Natalya. But that's it. All right. After that, we see our next match coming up, which is going to be Battle of the NXT. One star got buried last week by Jeff Hardy, who is now basically out for the next 12 days. Because he got virus, which sucks. So I thought there was supposed to be a rematch between Killer Cross and tonight, but since Hardy got the virus, that took him off weeks. So in his place, it's going to be a man who, he's in catering and has been gone for 5 months, and he came back last week just to lose to Bobby Lashley in about 5 minutes. That man is Limitless Keith Lee. So we're going to get Killer Cross against Keith Lee coming up in a little bit. So Patrick wasn't really excited for the match, Cross beat Keith Lee for the NXT title. Last year, match for his shoulder, then give up the belt that he just won. He won the belt and gave it up a couple of days later. He was out for a couple months. He comes back and wins belt. Now it's just a defeated champion. And they bring out the ring to lose in 90 seconds to Jeff Hardy. I still don't understand that. I still don't understand why you do that. Well, that's right. This is what Vince McMahon does to NXT talent. Been doing that since 2018. Now he's gonna bury Tony Storm. He's gonna do it. He's going to bury Tony Storm. He's going to bury Aaliyah. They're both going to be in catering by the end of the year. And then, God forbid, Bronson Reed maybe coming up soon. Because he had a dark match. They're probably going to bury him. I mean, Indy Hartwell had a match. Had a dark match. Probably going to bury her. Who else? Xia Li had a dark match. They're probably going to bury her too. God forbid they bring up people like Adam Cole, baby, and Gargano and Ciampa and Thatcher. Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, Io, Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai. Basically, everybody that's going to come up from NXT between this year and maybe a year, 2, 3, 4 years from now, they're going to get the golden shot. And it's sad, very sad. Or guys like Ciampa and Thatcher and Io and Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai and Candice and Johnny Gargano. Does not pay to come up from NXT. Just staying in NXT for the rest of your goddamn life. As soon as you go to Vince, as soon as Vince wants, calls you up, like, oh, I want him now. I want him now, Gary. Comes up, you get this big freaking vignettes and stuff. Get your debut match, and then you lose the freaking loser in catering. Or you lose to somebody, a talented star like Randy Orton. Like Keith Lee did. Cross has to lose the freaking main event, Jeff Hardy. At least Toni Storm won her debut match, but she's Look what she was facing. Selena Vega, who's getting punished by the WWE. She's in catering right now. She's getting punished. They only signed her to get punished. They're giving her the Lana treatment without the tables. That's now. It is what it is. And pretty soon they're probably gonna release Selena Vega soon, and hopefully she says bye bye, so long, farewell to the WWE, and goes to AEW and is the manager and gets with her husband Tommy and Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him. He goes to AEW and becomes Malachi Black's manager. She comes out with him. She has singles matches in that great women's division. Not that she's going to win a title or anything, but it is what it is. Maybe they can team her up with Diamante. Who knows? But yeah. Anybody who goes up from NXT is going to go bye-bye. Speaking of Keith Lee, we got some stuff on Keith Lee coming up. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, Keith Lee and Killer Kross coming up. Should be a banger. Why they put this match together just because Jeff Harvey got the COVID. That's it. Okay. Something. What the hell fell? Oh. Anyway. All right, let's finish this off. All right, then we get a reminder about Nikki and Charlotte in a contenders match for later on. Anyway, so we get that. We get that for later in the night. The entrance of Killer Kross, that same damn. So Killer Kross comes out, basically no reaction at all again. Very Scarlett needs to be with him. I'm sorry. I think Vince knows this. Should know this by now. He's getting no reaction. Gotta bring Scarlett up with him. I don't give a crap if you want to separate them. All it has to be with her boyfriend or whoever he is. They gotta put Scarlett and Killer Kross together and have that epic entrance. It's not the same just with Kross just coming out. No, they start with the theme, and he's just there like this. Not the same theme. It's not the same. Without Scarlett, it's garbage. But they want to break them up, which made no sense. Makes no freaking sense at all. Anyway, so he comes out, and then Keith Lee comes out to a meat pop. So anyway, we get to this match. This was actually the best match of the night. It wasn't a bad match. It went back and forth. Keith Lee starts off hot, sending Kross out of the ring. Kross comes back, hits an exploder on the outside. Ow! Beating him up for a while. He hit a whole bunch of shit on Kross. Then he's ready to finish Kross off with the Spirit Bomb, gathering all that energy like Kakarot. For the Spirit Bomb, he lifts Kross up. Kross evades it, hits the Saito suplex. Then he sets up, for the running elbow clothesline forearm to the back of the head. He hits that. Then he locks in the Kross jacket. He locked it up before, and somehow Keith Lee got out of it. But he locks it in this time. Lee tried to fight it off a second time, but eventually he had to tap out. For the second week in a row, Keith Lee loses. But they give Killer Kross the win this week. I still don't know why he in 90 seconds last week. It makes no. The whole night did not. Why are we here for 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever it is? Why? We don't care. That's what happens when you have a shit show with fans now. That's why the fans are going to shit on every fucking Monday Night Raw. It's just fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. All right, so Kross wins. Match gave 2.25 out of 5. Looks like Keith Lee's up to at least from from Joe Cronin. It's about to get released. I don't blame him. You know, he should got released months ago. Basically doing nothing. You bring him back off. We don't know why, but we're gonna find out from Keith Lee in about a week or two what actually happened, why he was out for 5. Whether it be him and COVID, or they just had nothing for him, or maybe it was something else. But we're gonna find out the truth from Keith Lee himself, probably next week or the week after that. And as far as that's it. They have nothing for him, just a job. Just freaking release him already. Go to AEW and PWG, just be a monster in PWG and in AEW. And take Mia Yim with him. Because Mia Yim just sitting at home playing freaking video games all day. Collecting a good old stats. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that match, which was basically the best match of the night in my eyes. It is what it is. All right, then we get another recap of Nikki Cross winning the title. Blah, blah, blah. Then we see Nikki with Sarah in the back. She says her confidence has grown. She's not afraid to fail. It's worked in her favor. And tonight, even if she loses, no one can take away that feeling. She got the feeling. She wants the kids to know that the hardest of challenges are worth fighting for, which made no sense. She says she'll go out with her super positivity and she'll be defending the title at SummerSlam. And then Rhea Ripley comes in. She's like, I respect, you know, the unconditional belief that you have, but I'm gonna walk out of SummerSlam two-time champion. Okay. So it's like, I respect your unconditional belief, Nikki, but I'm gonna walk out of SummerSlam with a belt. Then she says, I hope you beat Charlotte. Okay. That's it. That's Twitter 5 stars. And that's it. All right. So after that, we go to match number 4. This was a horrible match. Tag team match with basically 4 guys in catering. Well, that was a basically catering night at WWE Raw, and that was it. Anyway, match number 4, Mason T-Bar taking on Mustafa Ali and Mansoor, who are now a tag team. It is what it is. So Squishy Mania 7-Eleven takes on Mason T-Bar. That's great. Yeah, this match, I went to take a crap. Did what I had to do. Kind of came back. On a T-Bar. In the ring, Mace kicks Ali off the apron. Tries to chokeslam Mansoor, but Mansoor gets a botched victory roll. 1, 2, 3. Mansoor and Mustafa Ali get the win. And that's it. Match I gave 1.5 out of 5 stars. It was just complete and utter garbage. For 4 guys. Went to 7-Eleven, had a squishy. Who cares? Nobody cares. I didn't give 2 craps. And that's it. All right. So after that, so like I said, 1.5 out of 5 stars. All right, this ends with MVP. MVP wants the fans to stand up and give respect to the champ. Lashley's dominance is on par with Tom Brady's. Damn. Crowd didn't like that for obvious reasons. I guess because the Patriots and the Chiefs rivalry back in the day. Anyway, so they talked Goldberg coming out last week and disrespecting him. Guys get excited. You see why they're excited. But the question is, if Lashley thinks Goldberg is next, so Lashley won't even dignify Goldberg's challenge with a response. She says it's his ring, and Jinder comes out. He has a mic. Why not? Once he's like, you talk about disrespect. I've been disrespected by you and MVP. You know, talk about the Hurt Business and stuff like that. Lashley tossed him out the Hurt Business earlier in the year. That's why they broke up, which was a stupid idea. So Cedric wondered why for a long time, but now he knows it's because Lashley knows Cedric is the better man, so he wants a title shot. And then Shelton Benjamin comes out. He's like, well, if you want a shot, I should get a shot. So playing this game again. So Benjamin's like, I carry the Hurt Business and that. So I'm the real guy to face Lashley. So they go back and forth, and then MVP says that they're not on Lashley's agenda. Then Lashley's like, give him the mic. He's like, I'll fight him 2-on-1, but I'll fight them both by myself at the same time. So I was like, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get to the 2-on-1 handicap match, which basically was nothing. Just a Lashley beatdown. Shelton and Cedric take on Bobby. It really didn't get much offense in. Lashley plants Cedric with a spine buster. Then he hits that big time spear on Shelton Benjamin. Then he picks up and hits the jackhammer, who does it way better than Mr. Berg. Did it way better. He does it way better. Then he hits Dominator. I haven't seen him use in a long time. On Shelton. Then he stacks him, packs him, and pins him. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley wins basically a glorified squash match, which I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And Shelton and Cedric go back to catering. Thanks for coming. And that's that. Afterwards, Lashley poses with the belt as MVP just talks smack to the fans. That's it. We go back to see The Miz on his phone. He's like playing with his phone, probably talking to Maurice. Why not? Maybe he saw boobies. I don't know. Anyway, then in comes his best friend, his tag team. Well, I guess he's still his tag team partner, Johnny Drip Drip Morrison, Mr. America's Most Wanted. Anyway, so okay. And then after that, AJ and Almost come in. I'm like, okay, what's this about? I don't know what planet you're on, but it's a free country. You can do whatever the hell you want. So he's got something important to himself and Almost he'd like to discuss with them. So they're talking, and then Almost just plays bodyguards like, you ain't seen this. As the three of them confer. I don't know what it's about, but we'll find out. We find out later in the break. So we go to break. We come back. Riddle's in the ring. Goes on his scooter. Sandals with chancletas. We get bow colors. See more crap. Johnny Drip Drip comes in. Comes down to the ring. Oh my God! This was part of the night. Forget the match. Match was but this made my night. They go to the ring. They go around the ring. Now they're playing with the dripstick and like this. Then they go to the announce table. I'm like, they have the dripstick. I'm like, please do something, Byron Saxton. Please. And Miz must have heard me from beyond his head. Stick goes whoosh, whoosh. He just starts spraying freaking Byron Saxton about like a million times. It was hilarious. I was laughing up a storm. I loved it. I told people on Twitter to see the meme, so I on my Instagram, my Twitter, and hopefully soon my Facebook. Still got 16 days left. Got 2 weeks left of my Facebook jail ban. Oh, fucking Zuckerberg. 2 weeks I'll be out, Zuckerberg, and you're gonna get it. Not like that, but you will get it. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, that was funny. So freaking Jimmy Smith and freaking Corey Graves are laughing up a storm. freaking Corey Graves called Byron a derelict, and freaking Byron's like, it's like, I hope you lose, idiot. And then he goes, Morrison goes to Greg, the announcer, and says, I want to be called America's Most Wanted. Why not? All right, so we get that. All right, then we get the match of 6, Riddle versus Morrison with the Miz at ringside. Yeah, it's an okay match. Look like Riddle was about to hit the Broton, not the Broton, the Broton or the moonsault. He goes up top, and then AJ and almost come down. They distract him. AJ grabs the scooter, gives it to Omos, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna break it. And what does he do? Omos takes steel scooter, and he's like, psh, breaks the steel handlebar, and it was like, Riddle's like this. Why did you do that? I'll tell you why. After this. So Riddle's screaming why. Morrison catches him in I thought he was gonna hit the razor's edge. Has him in a crucifix position, and then he hits the spinning crucifix powerbomb thing. Name the move, if you will. He hits that. Then he goes up top. He jumps up on the top rope and kind of botched it a little bit, but still he hits Starship Pain. 1, 2, 3. Another win for Johnny Drip Drip Morrison. So I gave this 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was that. Afterwards, AJ and almost gonna ring. AJ starts out of Riddle. Almost is just there looking on, just doing nothing. And then AJ hits the Clash on Riddle. Nobody there to save him. No Randy. I still don't know where he is. They put him on the what do they put him on? The injured disabled list. But so yeah, nobody to save Riddle. But it looks like they're gonna Randy Orton will somehow come back by SummerSlam. So it looks like they set up AJ and Omos to win the belts against RK Bro, Riddle, and Orton. When Orton finally does come back from wherever he is, they're gonna win, be the new champs. Probably hold them for a while until one of them turns on each other. And that's it. After that, I don't know who's gonna win the belts. It can't be Miz and Morrison. Miz is out for the next 4 or 5 months. So, yeah. Unless Riddle and Orton hold the belts for like about 3, 4 months until maybe Miz and Morrison come back and give Miz and Morrison the titles, it would be great. There's no tag teams on Raw. Unless you maybe Ciampa and Thatcher to go to Raw. I really would put on SmackDown. Which I really don't want. War Machine. War Machine's not going to win it. War Machine's a face tag team, first of all, so they're not getting a title shot. Which RK Bro is is a face team. Between a face team. So you gotta have to put a heel tag team, and the only heel tag team I can think of right now is freaking Miz and Morrison. That's it. Or I would say Mansoor and Ali, but they kind of one's a face, a heel, so they're kind of like a tweener. God forbid they win the tag team belts. So Mansoor and Ali, the new tag team champions. Makes me want to vomit. We're already 2 hours in. Now we got to finish this up. All right, so that's it. All right, after that, we get a recap of what happened with Reggie and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler after they lost last week because it was Reggie's fault. Nia gets rid of Reggie. So Noah, Eve, Jackson, my whole Reggie. It is what it is. So no more loving for Reggie. But then Reggie somehow wins the 24/7 title. So we get that. Then we're supposed to get a 24/7 title match. R-Truth comes out, so singing his stupid song. He's got a wireless mic on. And then Reggie comes out with this weird techno theme. He's in his orange suit. And he jumps in the ring because it was a trampoline. He jumps all the way in the ring, from the floor to the ring. That's nice. All right, now we get this horrible 24/7 match. 24/7 title. basically the whole time Truth is doing commentary. He's like, "Oh, you want to hit me with that?" I'm like, "Shut mic off! Shut the goddamn mic off! What are you doing? The fans don't care. I can't hear commentary. Not that I wanted to hear commentary anyway, but R-Truth time." Anyway, R-Truth tries a couple moves. Reggie keeps flipping out of it. Truth try to put his jacket over him, try to win the belt that way. But somehow Reggie got out of that. But anyway, he avoids Truth. Reggie hits the front flip senton that he did last week to win the belt from Akira Tozawa. So he uses that, wins the match, retains the 24/7 title. Match was a dud. It was so freaking horrible. I was like, I turned the match off. I didn't care. I turned the Raw off. I went back to the Met game. I was like, this is stupid. This show is garbage. That's what the 24/7 title is. Garbage. R-Truth should just stay on Raw Talk and just shut the fuck up. Continue to make those big time stakes with Titus there. There are Ronnie, Truth, Ron Killings. Continue to make those great big catering with Titus. While all the other girls that don't get used are making cookies. Okay? Just don't on my TV ever again. 53, 54-time champion. Good Lord. With a worthless belt. It's not really in the record books. It's not a title. It's garbage. It's an Olive Garden title. After that, we get to the end of the night with Sarah Driver in the collision. Charlotte reiterates the only reason she lost to Nikki was because of Rhea Ripley's interference. She's division down by almost superstars. And she's like, if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be a women's division right now. And she's gonna prove her dominance. So after that, Charlotte goes to the ring. And then after that, Nikki goes to the ring. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to the main contenders match. Yeah, we shouldn't have been in a contenders match. Nikki Ash Hole takes on Horseface Charlotte. Was an match, nothing great. Anyway, the crowd was dead for the whole fucking match. Charlotte, after Nikki went up top, tries to hit the crossbody. She hits it, and then Charlotte rolls over 1, 2, 3. She wins the match. Stupid. To an match. So she wins. Obviously, you knew she was gonna win somehow. Everybody's like, "Oh, Charlotte won the belt back again for the 15th time." No, she didn't. It was a contenders match. The belt was not on the line. That's it. Anyway, it was a decent match. 5 out of 5 star. And that was it. Afterwards, we see Kevin. We see Kevin. What's his name? Kevin Murray. Kevin, whatever his stupid name is. We see him go into the ring. He looks back like, "Oh, should I go to the ring?" So he goes to the ring to interview Charlotte. Charlotte mocks Nikki. And then Kevin's like, "Congratulations on your win." And she's like, "Why are you congratulating me? Did you expect anything less?" He's like, "They call me the opportunity for a reason." Tells Nikki to look at her. Tells her that no one is in her league. And then, gives the mic back to Kevin. Nikki takes the mic. She's like, "I know I lost, but I proved that I almost could have won. I still have confidence in myself that I can beat you." So then she's like, "Next week, I got a rematch." No! Another fucking rematch. From Rematch Raw, Rematch SmackDown. Rematch WWE all over again. So we're going to get this match again. So Charlotte's like, "Well, I could beat you today, I could beat you next week, I could beat you next month." So she's like, "Okay." I accept. Why not? Let's have another rematch just to piss off the fans even more. Then she hits a cheap shot elbow, then a big boot to lay her out. Then she drags Nikki out of the ring. Starts mocking her. She gives her a chop. I mean, Nikki's freaking upper chest looked like chopped liver. Anyway, chops her right in front of the fans. I mean, there was a fan that had a Nikki Ash sign right next to her. She's looking at her like this, and she's beating him up at the same time. You know, if she really was a heel, if I was a monster, I would have ripped it off the fan's face. Like, oh, look at your superstar now. To really get some heel heat. She didn't do it. Anyway, they go back in the ring. Charlotte hits another big boot. And that ends the show. No Rhea Ripley to come out. No Becky to come out and save her. That's a fucking horrible fucking ending to this fucking show. That's it. That's it. So that's Monday Night Raw in a nutshell for you. Another garbage fest. So I gave it. I originally put 5.5 on Twitter, but I'm changing. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. 5.5 out of 10 for this horrible fucking show. That's all I gotta say about that. Fucking horrible. That's it. Maybe SmackDown will be better on Friday. Who knows? But I can guarantee the rating for this show, when it comes out tomorrow, comes out Wednesday, or whenever it comes out, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I would say 1.5 up to 1.7. It's going to go that. It's going to probably go way down. The fans did not care tonight. They were dead for the entire night. This is what the WWE is going to do. Going into SummerSlam and then coming out of SummerSlam, when the ratings are going to tank. Even after Cena is going to be appearing at the MSG show on September the 10th. After that show, I think the ratings are going to drop because football's starting. Baseball's, in the last weeks of the season. College football's starting. Pretty soon, basketball and hockey will start. The ratings on Monday and Friday night are going to suck for Raw and SmackDown. And maybe, same thing for Rampage. I hate to say it, but Rampage is not going to get great ratings. Don't matter who you got on that show. It's a 10 o'clock show on Friday night, right after SmackDown. Remember how AEW did the first couple weeks when they were on Friday night because of the fucking baseball playoffs? Not the, what was it? The NBA playoffs, I mean. They didn't do so good. They got like 472,000 views, and everybody was like, the first 2 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks, they did a pretty good rating. They got up to like 700, almost 800,000 the last couple weeks before they went back to Wednesday nights. They just been kicking ass on Wednesday nights. 1.129 million last week. Got squeaky bum. It is what it is. I'm sitting on this chair too long. Anyway, so yeah, ratings gonna suck come the middle of September and going into the fall, October, November, December, all the way up till probably Royal Rumble time. That's it. WWE's gonna suck. It's gonna continue to suck for years to come. And all right, that's it. All right, let's finish up with got a couple of comments in the chat from Alejandro Katza. Thank you for coming in, Alejandro, and I hope to see you next time. Who in their right mind likes Pritchard's weekly shows? Not me. Bruce Pritchard needs to leave. He's get fired. Him and Kevin Dunn. And the rest of that writing and booking team and creative. Everybody needs to get fired. This company is horrible. Anyway, okay, final comment. I don't understand what they want to do with Killer Cross. Do they want to do a Kevin Owens when he beat him at what? When he beat him at dinner being the NXT champion years ago? I don't understand that. I don't understand your comment. I'm trying to, but I don't understand. Oh, I think I get it now. I'm trying to think. I think I get it now. Okay. Yeah, I get it. When Kevin Owens was the NXT champion, and then he lost on his first night to Cena, and then he beat him at the pay-per-view, and I think it was Battleground. He beat him there, and then he lost the next two matches of Cena. Yeah, that's what I think they're doing to Killer Cross. I mean, they made him lose in 90 seconds to Jeff Hardy. They're gonna give him a rematch. He's probably gonna beat Jeff Hardy to death this week. They give him Keith Lee, put him in a decent match. Beats Keith Lee. Keith Lee's gonna get released anyway. So it looks like they're gonna make him dominant now on Raw until Jeff Hardy comes back. So next week he'll probably have a meaningless squash match. And then after that, the next week, after the week after that, he'll get his rematch with Jeff Hardy, and maybe get the win back. I just don't know what they're gonna do with him at this point. I don't know what they're gonna do with Killer Cross. Are they gonna make him dominant, like Kevin Owens did when he started in WWE? He started his run in WWE. I mean, he should have won the feud with Cena, and then after that, he started him slow. And then remember when he was in that whole tournament for the Universal title after Finn Balor won it, and then he had to relinquish it because of injury. It was Owen. I think it was Owens. Or who was it? Owens, Roman, Big Cass. Remember Big Cass? That was now in Impact now. Big Cass somehow was in that tournament, and he was in the finals. I think it was Dean Ambrose. And then Triple H came out. He helped Owens win the title. And I'm thinking, when he won it, I marked out. I was like, yes, he won. Kevin Steen is the champ. Yes. They just booked him incorrectly. I thought it was going to be a dominant Universal champion. I thought it was going to be, part of the authority, with Triple H and Steph. Hi, Steph, and all that. But he had pretty decent feuds with Seth Rollins, and then I think with Ambrose as well. And then they make him lose the belt. Who did he lose to? I think it was Brock or Goldberg. I forget. At the Royal Rumble. Basically, he was done after that. Then he was like and then Owens is up and down after that. He would win the Intercontinental title a couple of times, and the U.S. title. Then he, had that thing with Jericho, which I thought was great. That whole thing with him and Jericho, I thought was great. The match at WrestleMania wasn't so good. It was at WrestleMania, what was it, 33? When he won the U.S. title again? He won it back from Jericho. Then from there, he was just up and down again. He was just basically a mid-carder. Had the whole thing, he teams up with Sammy to fight Shane and Daniel Bryan. You know who's going to win that. And he'll back, keeps going up and down again. So had the whole thing with Shane with that big ladder match where he basically fired Shane. That was a feud. Then he starts a feud with Seth Rollins going to WrestleMania 36. He wins that. Then he gets injured because he jumped off the freaking set. So he's out for a little bit. Then he comes back. Still kind of in mid-card hell. And really didn't do much. He was still a face. They gave him the stunner. It wasn't used in a pop-up powerbomb that much. Seen some pretty decent matches here and there on SmackDown and Raw. Then he put him in a program with Roman. Should have won the belt from Roman when Roman was just a monster at the time. He was starting this big run, this big monster heel run that he's on now. Should have at least let him win the title and then lose it at the next pay-per-view. It wasn't going to hurt Roman at all, but it is what it is. They kind of buried him, and then he got hurt again. Then he comes back. I thought they started a thing with him and Sammy again. Freaking Sammy and Jericho Steen fight 900. They had the match. Sammy wins at the pay-per-view, which I thought was stupid. And then from there, he gets in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Didn't think he was going to win anyway. And then he gets freaking powerbombed off the ladder by Seth Rollins. I think he's hurt again. So I don't know if we're going to see him this week. I don't think he was on the show last week. Or actually, yeah, he was. He's starting this thing now with Baron Snorting Corbin and his homeless gimmick. They're now going to be a tag team. Because I think they're going to take on Ziggler and Rude this week. Whoop-de-damn-do! This is bad booking. Really bad booking. I would have put Kevin Steen against Apollo for the Intercontinental title and let freaking Kevin Steen win the belt from Apollo and then probably lose it to maybe Sami Zayn or whoever. Let him hold the belt for a couple months, then lose it, and then put him back in the world title picture. Let him win the goddamn the Universal title. Stop letting him be a freaking mid-carder. He wasn't like that in Ring of Honor. He was a fucking star. I mean, him and Generico was just basically the last from 2009 all the way up to 2012. The feud of the year in 2010, the feud of the year in 2012, that ladder match. Ladder War 4 was like the greatest Ring of Honor match. Well, not the greatest, but, of that year. That was the feud of the year, 2010, 2012. He holds the belt for about a year. Thank you for the free view. And then he loses the belt at Supercard of Honor. I think it was I forget what number it was. I think it was 6 or 7 to Jay Briscoe. Then he stays in Ring of Honor for a little bit. Had that great match with Shinsuke Nakamura when Shinsuke was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion at War of the Worlds 2014 or 15, I think it was. Loses to Shinsuke. And then that was his retirement. Then he went on to lose. I think he lost a hardcore match to Silas in Philadelphia. Then he leaves. He goes to NXT. And just was a star in NXT. Beats the crap out of Sami Zayn after he won the NXT title from Pac. Beats up Sami. He gets the belt. Goes on a mega run with the championship. He debuts on Raw, loses to Cena. Why not? Then he beats Cena, loses the next couple matches, goes back to NXT to finish his run, loses to Finn Balor in Japan. Then comes up to the main roster. And we all know what happened from there. That's it. Yeah, but Kevin Owens, I mean, I'm not saying he got buried by Vince or anything like that, because he got a great run in NXT. He started up pretty good in WWE. And right now he's just a mid-carder. Him and Sami Zayn. To a lesser extent, Sami is kind of like a low mid-carder. And Kevin's kind of like the same. And now they put him in a stupid freaking tag team. I don't know what they're doing with him and Baron Snorting Corbin. Makes no goddamn sense. Why is he in this stupid thing with Corbin? Just because he feels sorry for him. Because Corbin's doing this homeless e-begging gimmick. He's doing a better e-begging job than other people we know. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, that's it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Alejandro, for coming in and chatting with me. Everybody else who watched, thank you for watching. Thank you for the free views and all that other good shit. And that's pretty much it. So once again, 5.5 out of 10 stars for boring as fuck Monday Night Raw. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, tomorrow we got taped NXT. I think you all know what's going to happen there. I don't have to even mention it. Spoilers already out. But some interesting stuff with Samoa Joe and the big news of Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. That's all I'm going to mention. I already mentioned it. I already spoiled it. So, yeah. So, NXT's on Sci-Fi tomorrow and next week. So probably be taped next week too. Who knows? But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't know how the ratings are probably gonna be bad for the shows. Who knows? Then we got Dynamite on Wednesday. Fight for the Fallen. With that big 10-man elimination match with the Elite, Kenny, the Bucks, and the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, as they take on Adam Hangman Page and 4 members of the Dark Order, which will probably be Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and me, and probably the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds, and Johnny Hungy, John Silver. I don't think it'll be 10. I don't be a number 5. I doubt it's gonna be Colt Cabana. But looks like I think Adam Page will win that match. Get his match with Kenny at All Out in Chicago. Lose. We don't know. Who knows? Page might win at All Out. Who knows? If you know who might be showing up. Mr. Phil Brooks. He could appear, but Phil Brooks said they said that he was supposed to be at a show in Chicago. Could it be All Out, or it's going to be later on this year when if Dynamite might debut in the United Center, or All Out could be at the United Center. I mean, the EVPs were in Chicago to do some promo shoots or something like that. So who knows? All Out could be at the United Center, or Dynamite might be at the United Center. But Phil Brooks will be in Chicago. Just don't know what date. And I don't know. Bryan Danielson might be on the show. Who knows? Even though they're saying that he's going to debut at the New York City show on September the 22nd for Dynamite Grand Slam. So we'll see. But it's a good time to be an AEW fan. Coming up in the next few weeks. All Out 3 coming up on September the 5th. And then they got the New Jersey show on September the 15th. Then they got Dynamite Grand Slam in New York City on the 22nd. Because supposedly it's going to be Bryan Danielson's debut in AEW. And with Punk, it's not on September 5th. It'll probably be sometime in September or maybe October. So I got everything booked up until October. Just don't know after that. We don't know where they're going to be. If they're going to do a Chicago show, they're going to do another New York show. I mean, after Fight for the Fallen, next week is AEW Homecoming from Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida. Then they'll be on the road after that, all the way up until September 5th in Chicago. Then they got a couple more dates than that. I think got Pittsburgh, they got Jersey, they got New York City, and then don't know after that. We don't know what's going to happen after that. We got the 100th episode of Dynamite coming up. They're not really promoting it. They say it's not going to really be a big show. But the 2-year anniversary show is coming up, I think, in late September or early October. That's supposed to be a big show, they're saying. So Punk could be on that show. Danielson could be on that show. It's going to be a big show for the 2-year anniversary of Dynamite on TNT. That's going to be a big show. And then you got Full Gear 3 coming up in November. And then to finish the year off with that, and the rest of the year. That's it. Great time to be a wrestling fan. Got the G1 coming up for New Japan. NWA's got NWA Empowered, the all-female pay-per-view run by Mickie James. NWA 73 coming up, I think, right after that. Ring of Honor's running shows on SummerSlam weekend, August 20th and 21st in Philadelphia for Glory by Honor weekend. That should be some good stuff. Like I said, TakeOver 36 the night after SummerSlam on August the 22nd. So a lot of stuff during the middle and end of August and going into September. Good stuff. WWE's going to Saudi Arabia in late October. I think it's October the 20, right before Halloween. I don't know. I think it was the 22nd. they're going to be in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's going to be Crown Jewel or just going to go to Saudi Arabia for a show. I don't know. And that's that. Survivor Series, maybe at the Barclays Center with The Rock. Then they're going to end the year. Then January 1st, 2022, the WWE is going to start the year I believe, on pay-per-view. But that show, I don't know if it's going to be they said it's going to be an event on New Year's Day. I don't know if it's going to be a pay-per-view or it's just an event. And then, that's that. All the other stuff's going to happen after that. Final battle with hopefully maybe in New York this year. I don't know. Coming up in December. All the other shows from New Japan. Bound for Glory is going to be in Vegas in October. So, good stuff coming your way the rest of this year. If you're a wrestling fan, it's a good time. Fans are back in the arenas, even though wrestling as a whole kind of not great, but still. Just try to have fun. That's all I got to say about that. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. Don't forget to watch my Manic Monday stream. Link in the description box. And that's it. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, dislike the video, share the video all over the internet, follow me on social media, and hit the bell. And that's it. All right, thank you for watching. I'm going to sleep, and that's it. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Ha!